Welcome back, everybody. Hope everyone's enjoying their Wednesday. Got a lot to talk about today in the markets, but first, as usual, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button in the corner of the screen. And also remember, one day, probably over the weekend, I'll be doing my next altcoin spotlight. I haven't done one in a couple weeks, but I got my next coin picked out. I'm very excited, and I will let everyone know closer to the day exactly which day it will be. And not to toot my own horn, but just to remind everyone, the last time I did an altcoin spotlight on the CoinStep app, it went up about 200% the next day. Now I'm sure you see influencers all the time saying, I talked about this coin, it went up so and so percent the next day. You probably don't pay attention to it, but I'll show the timestamps of the videos and the price movement just to show that is accurate. It's, in part luck, it was that day that the price went up, but I think my analysis of the fundamentals was pretty accurate. So yeah, here's the video I posted. Moonshot pick of the week, May 11th. Now YouTube doesn't give you the timestamps when you post a video, so you got to go to your browsing history to see. So this is the video here, 5:58 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on May 11th. Now you have to convert that to UTC time, because that's what CoinGecko uses. So 5:58 p.m., that is 12:58 a.m. the next day, UTC time. So the video was posted May 12th, 12:58 a.m. UTC time. Now we'll go to CoinGecko in UTC time. So look up that exact. So this bullet here, that bullet point here, that's exactly to the minute. That's 1 a.m. May 12th UTC time, and the price is 10.5 cents for a Step app. And then literally, that was literally the bottom right there. The price almost started going up immediately, not to the minute, but it looks like within a few hours the price started going up. And then 24 hours later, the price went from 10.5 cents to 31 cents. That's a 192% increase there. Now, it wasn't really due to my video or anything. I had this coin picked out for a while. I liked the fundamentals, and I chose to post a video that day because I'd seen the price go down pretty significantly for no apparent reason. So I just knew it was kind of oversold and it was due to go up. So that's why I did the video that day, and then it went up almost immediately. They later in the day they did make an announcement of a big boxing match partnership in Dubai. That was the announcement they made to sort of trigger the upward selling. I think they also realized that, okay, this price is just going down fast today. We got to do something to sort of reverse the trend, and that's exactly what they did. So they kind of pulled the boxing match partnership. They moved that announcement up, I believe, and then that is exactly did what it was supposed to do, and it reversed the price. So hopefully this coin I'll spotlight this time will have the same effect. No guarantees, but I am very bullish on it for similar fundamental analysis reasons that we'll go over in the video, most likely over the weekend. Stay tuned for that. Markets, another flat day, 29,700. Literally, market-wise, just so price action-wise, so boring these days. Not too much to cover. That's the great thing about crypto. Always interesting news, even when the markets are down or flat. That's why I love it. Let's stay with the price action for a little bit here. So JP Morgan says Bitcoin is undervalued by 28%. It's now a preferred investment. So I agree with their analysis here. They have a target price of about 38,000. That's what they see as the fair market value as Bitcoin, which my long-term price range is, I think it's going to go between the $30,000 and $45,000 range. That's just what my instincts are telling me. So that I'd agree with their 38,000 price target. That also said that they're seeing a lot of demand from their clients. It's becoming a preferred alternative asset class, overtaking real estate, which makes sense. I mean, it's much more liquid than real estate, and it's just more exciting. People, it's the crypto space. When there's not price movements, there's exciting news, and then when there isn't exciting news, there's wild price movements. Always keeps you interested. Let's move on. So back to the Terra Luna investor who lost around $2 million and went knocking on Do Kwon's door last week, and so he got arrested for that. So nothing really major here. His fashion choices were very noteworthy, though. This is literally what the guy showed up to court in. I mean, if he's trying to dispel the notion of him being an intruder, he is not doing a good job with his outfit. Black on black on black on black. It's got the camera crew here, the local paparazzi. I mean, he rocks this look way better than I do. My hat isn't even black. Shades of a golden tint on them. I didn't even have a black jacket. He nails this intruder look to a T. So props on the fashion statement. But yeah, going on too. So he was charged. He'll probably just pay a simple fine. It turns out he's an influencer, actually. He's an influencer on whatever the Korean version of YouTube is. I guess he was live streaming the discussion he was going to have, or confrontation. He had his channel open, and he had about 100 people live stream, so sort of a following, kind of rookie numbers, but I guess he was trying to think outside the box, be a little scrappy, pump those numbers up. He was being a little too scrappy. But anyways, yeah, it does not appear he had any violent tendencies in him. He just wanted to have a little talk with Do Kwon and live stream it to his channel and get more of a following. Moving on. Sam Bankman-Fried, he's been in the videos a lot here, so now he says he's budgeting $1 billion for the next U.S. election to support whichever candidate he wants. That's fine and all. I mean, he's just been spending a lot of money. I mean, $1 billion. I can't remember ever a time a candidate spending more than a couple hundred billion, individual person spending more than a couple $100 million on the whatever candidate they want. So $1 billion. I mean, it's just a lot of money. And then keep in mind, he's been spending a lot of money lately too in acquisitions. They just covered this yesterday. They're seeking out more acquisitions in the broker space, a bunch of smaller stock broker dealers. There were 3 in that article I named. Then he bought a $500 million stake in Robinhood recently. He said that he wants to give up his entire wealth before he dies and give it away to charity. And, with his big political contributions, it can be conveyed he might have political aspirations himself at one point. Who knows? But, it is important to keep in mind that, the volumes on FTX, Binance has them beat by 5 to 10 times margin every single day. It's 5 to 10 times higher volumes on Binance than FTX and Coinbase, which are tied for 2 or 3. So is this expansion money spending a little too aggressive? We shall see. Who knows? Let's move on. Another day, another rug pull. This time it's the coin everyone pretty much expected the rug pull, MonkeyPoxInu coin. Developers allegedly vanished with $400 million. Coin tanks 99% 3 days. Pretty much all these current event coins, they do not invest in them. They always rug pull. Squid Game 6 months ago, that one rug pulled. The Will Smith Inu coin 2 months ago, that one rug pulled. Elon buys Twitter coin. See this line here? That one rug pulled about a month ago. And now MonkeyPoxInu is the latest current events coin rug point. I guess people somehow still buy these current event coins when they come out. I don't know why. But some people are saying the $400 million is a bit of a stretch, the estimate that was stolen. I'd have to agree with that. I mean, these smaller coins, you can't even slip in $1,000, $2,000 without being wrecked in slippage. So $400 million total that was invested and stolen, that does not sound accurate to me. Another interesting point here. So I guess there's a new sort of scam going on whenever any coin rug pulls. So here was the announcement on Twitter of the rug pull. And then you have these comments here, like this guy writes a sympathetic message. I just lost $107,000 on this. My wife and our entire life savings are gone. I'm currently sobbing, waiting for her to come home. I quit everything for MonkeyPoxInu. My hobbies, friends, old job is gone. All my money is gone. I have no idea what to do. I'm sure what to tell her. Please help me. So it sort of sounds sympathetic on the surface, but then a few red flags. I mean, the 107, that's just too much for a small market cap coin like this here. And then also, most people, even if they lost a ton of money on a coin like this, they wouldn't be sort of bragging, calling most people be too embarrassed to write something like this. If it's Luna, then yeah, you'll write something like this. MonkeyPoxInu, no. And then somebody else commented below that they copy and posted the exact same tweets, basically from another guy named Matthew. Again, sort of begging for help from people. So it appears anytime there's a rug pull now, you have people on Twitter lying, making up that they lost a ton of money, kind of elicit sympathy, and I would assume they're probably hoping for donations from people, but they are completely making this up that they lost this money on this, so watch out for that. Moving on, last thing a day, TRON and Justin Sons. TRON DeFi is surging, so TRON is surging, and they have the third highest total value locked of any blockchain. They're only behind Avalanche and Solana. So that's pretty impressive. Number 3 there. Total value locked is a DeFi metric. And they've been mooning lately. Also, their USDD stablecoin has launched. So again, the coins that are mooning, it's in a very quiet way. Look at this is the 1 month price chart. TRON and Bitcoin. TRON up 20% on the 30 days, while Bitcoin is down 24% in the 30 days. It's quietly, vastly outperformed Bitcoin. Just look at this here, way up. Bitcoin way down, so a lot of it is the hype around the USDD stablecoin. Now, some people figured, oh, well, he just launched this right after Luna failed to sort of capitalize on the void in the stablecoin marketplace. That's actually not the case. It was just coincidental timing. Here, April 21st, he officially announced his USDD algorithmic stablecoin launch. That was a full 2 weeks before the Luna fiasco. So, of course, you have some conspiracy theorists saying, oh, Justin Sun was the guy who attacked Luna and got rid of its pegs. And then, because he knew he was launching his USDD coin, and then that would come in and take over the algorithmic stablecoin marketplace. No, it's just coincidental timing. This sort of stuff happens. They do have remarkably similar personalities, though. Justin Sun, Do Kwon. They have sort of godlike fan bases, too. So, the USDD stablecoin, it has been trading now since May 2nd. So here's the chart. They managed to keep their peg. A little bit rough in the beginning, then they kept their peg after that. I like how the chart's just red, like it's just saying like caution, warning, which is pretty accurate, but no mishaps so far. But I'd watch out for this one. Again, they're promising a risk-free 30% return if you stake it. So that's even higher than the UST coin. They promised a 20% return, 18 to 20%, 30%. That's even more so. And they basically run, the mechanism is the exact same thing as UST. People, if you own a USD coin at any given time, you can exchange it for $1, the equal value of a TRON coin. That was exactly the algorithmic mechanism of Terra and UST that caused that coin to implode. So arbitrageurs can still take advantage of this arbitrage opportunity if USDD falls below its peg, and they can exchange it for one of the TRON coin, and then both coins would just start imploding again. So I'm going to guess, just because of Justin Sun's sort of godlike personality, this coin is probably going to gain a big following. A lot of people are going to buy it. I would urge caution, but for now, TRON is mooning on the hype. That's it for now. We'll be back tomorrow with a new episode. Catch everyone later.